Thinking of buying a home? There are 3 things that you should avoid when you're buying a house. Coming right up. Hey everyone, Lay Villar Cisneros, your real estate go-to resource in the Greater Toronto Area. If you are thinking of buying a home, there are 3 things that you should try to avoid so that you will have a successful transaction. Number 1, not taking your pre-approval seriously or not doing it at all. When you do your pre-approval, make sure that all the documents are at your hand so that you will give the correct information, because any changes to those will affect your pre-approval amount. So for example, if you don't have your job letter, or at least have the 2 years of your notice of assessment or 2 years of your T4, because if you have your T4, it will give you an idea of how much exactly you are making, so you're not guesstimating it. Because when you do the guessing, sometimes you kind of think you are making more, but you're actually making less. And income is a big factor in the amount that you could qualify for. So make sure that that is intact. So why do you need a pre-approval when you are just, starting to shop for a home? Pre-approval is like a line of credit or a credit card. So you have your maximum limit and you don't have to spend up to the max limit, but if you have to, then you know that you cannot go over that. So the advantage of having a pre-approval is that when you do find a house and you are serious in buying it, it's like a cash buyer, right? So if there is a multiple offer on the property, you can easily call the lender and say, okay, I have a house, and the approval process will be quicker because you already had all your informations with the lender and you have your proof of document. Now, if you did not have a pre-approval, you are kind of guessing the numbers, and when you are on a multiple offer situation, the agent or the seller would probably don't even pay attention to you because it's a high risk for them. So what if you put a high offer, even if it's the highest offer of all, and then 2 or 3 days after you get denied, right? So then they have to go and start over again. If you are really serious about buying, make sure that you have your pre-approval document ready, and so you can attach it to your offer, so the seller or the agent would know that you are serious about buying and they will take your offer seriously. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 is not using an agent to help you buy your property. I might sound biased, but when you sign a buyer's representative agreement, it means that you are bound with that agent, and that agent is bound to you to ensure that your best interest is met at all times. Using a buyer's agent will mean that you don't have to go and search the internet every single time to find out that the house that you like is already sold. When you are relying on the internet alone to look for houses, chances are majority of those houses are already sold conditional with buyers that have their own agent, because agents would be able to receive the listings as soon as it's uploaded in the MLS system. And if you are a buyer that is set up with an agent, that same listing can be in your inbox right at that same time. And also, agents normally have a resource of professional that would be able to help you in the whole process of home buying, such as mortgage agents or banks, real estate appraisers, real estate inspectors, real estate lawyers, movers, and information about your tax information, about the property, about the history of the house, and so on and so forth. If you are going from one listing agent to another, calling in, then it's not working to your advantage, because that agent is bound to protect his client. And who is his client? That's right, the seller. If you go directly to call in on the yard sign, it will go straight to the listing agent. You think you're gonna get a good deal out of it? I'm not so sure about that, because he is supposed to protect his seller. Just think about it. He's working for the seller and then you're asking him about what price point are you going to put on the offer. He already knows what the seller wants, right? So he knows that you are very interested in the house. So just put those two together and you get the picture. So it is always better that you are represented by another agent that will be working directly for you. If you decided not to go with an agent, so you have to call in the agent or call in the seller, schedule an appointment with them. And if you are looking for many houses at the same time because you are serious to buy, let's say this week or next month, then you have to do all those callings and you have to go search on the internet. And then after you search on the internet, you look for those information and call that agent and then schedule for your appointment. So you have to go and deal with so many people. If you have an agent, then there's only one person that you deal with. That agent will do all the work for you. And you know what's the best part of it? It's free. You don't have to pay a cent because the seller will be paying the commission through his or her listing brokerage. So take advantage of that. It is very beneficial for you. Number 3, skipping the home inspection. It is a common practice for buyers, especially first-time home buyers, that when there is a multiple offer on the property, that they skip the inspection and they take it out directly from the conditions, because if an offer has a condition, it doesn't look attractive to the sellers, especially if there are other offers that the seller will look for. So oftentimes one of the very first thing that the seller will take off is the home inspection. Is there a way to take off the home inspection but also inspect? Definitely. And that's, you can inspect prior to putting in an offer. But oftentimes the buyers will say, what if I didn't get the house? Then that cost me $350. Now ask it the other way. So what if you got the house? If you want the house and then there is a really bad problem with the house, so it will cost you not just $350, but it will cost you thousands of dollars and headaches. If you are really serious about getting a house, don't skip the home inspection. And now for the bonus part, number 4 mistake that a lot of buyers are doing is paying too much attention on the furnitures and the decors of the house. You're not getting them, okay? So buyers should not be looking at those decorations. Sellers take time and sometimes pay for staging because they know that the buyers will be so distracted that they will forget to look for what is important in the house, and that's electrical, plumbing, roofing, windows, and heating. Those are the most essential part of the house that you should be paying attention to. And so if you're just looking, oh, this is a nice furniture, when I got this house, I will buy the same exact furnitures or this same decor. I'm gonna take a picture of this thing, copy it for my house. Then 30 minutes or an hour after, you kind of like the house, you put an offer to it, you did not get the chance. And you are on a multiple offer situation, you decided not to inspect, you got the house, come closing, what happened? It's empty when you close and the house doesn't look the same. So pay attention to the most important part of the house and not the decors. If you forgot about everything else, this is one of the most important thing that you should do. Number 5, some buyers would go lowball on an offer. There are times that you can lowball an offer, but not too low that you are insulting the seller. So, you know, like when you are on a multiple offer situation, your agent will look for all the comparables in the neighborhood. And so that will include the prices of the house that has sold recently and the prices of the house that are listed. Regardless of what the asking price is, it will end up being in the comparable range. If the comparable is between $450 and $475, don't go shooting and offering $400 or $350. Definitely you will not get it. And if you're in a multiple offer situation, don't go overboard and putting in $100,000 over without you checking what is in the comparable. So there you go. I hope that this video has been useful for you. So when you start looking, remember those 5 top mistakes that you should not be doing when you're looking for a house. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're still in the look for information about buying a home, check out my other videos and make sure that you subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.